Well, hey, this is Kenny, and that's Tony, and we're Dots Adventures, and we're getting ready to delve into Sonic Temple, do's, don'ts, and what Kenny and Tony will be watching, and what we recommend. And we didn't, we're basic, down the middle of the road, rock and roll fans. Hard rock, we like to sing along to stuff.
Yep.
So, I guess we're going to start with the do's and don'ts of DWP. So this is good for Sonic. This is good for Rockville. This is good for Louder in Life, Bourbon. This is good for Ink. This is good for Aftershock.
Yep.
All these rules are very similar.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do first. So Tony, what can I bring in to the festival? Can I bring in my 12-pack?
Well, we're going to start with what you can't bring in, since you're bringing up stuff that you can't. No outside food or beverages allowed except for one 20-ounce, I think it's 20 ounce, one 20-ounce bottled water, sealed bottled water. One factory sealed bottle of water, 20-ounce max size, or an empty plastic refillable water bottle, because that lets you have free water when you get inside. And you can just fill it up all day long. And that's what we do a lot. Saves a lot of money that way. It says no hydro flasks or Yetis, though.
How about my Camelback?
I'm going to say no. That's probably sort of like a hydro flask. Didn't we see? Oh, yeah. Look. No Camelbacks or other refillable hydration packs. What else you got?
Well, that's crazy. What if I'm a diabetic and I need special medicines? Can I bring that in?
Well, you can, but the personnel at the entry gates will have to verify the contents of your medicine. And it's got, out of concern for the festival staff who handle the trash, please dispose of your medical waste and syringes in the proper disposal, which is located at the medical tent. Please do not dispose of these items in other trash bins at the festival. Let's see. Outside food and drink are not allowed inside the festival, but if a patron has special medical dietary restrictions, enough food for the person for the day will be allowed. Patrons are allowed to bring their medically necessary materials and medications into the festival, provided that all medicine has a prescription label with the patron's name. So yes, you can. What else?
All right.
And then I'll go down the list.
In this day and age, there's a bunch of crazy out there. What if I want to protect myself? Can I bring in my knuckles, my brass knuckles, my knife, maybe even my gat?
You can, you know the answers to these.
Yes.
No weapons of any kind.
What?
Which includes guns, knives, brass knuckles, baseball bats, whatever you might use for a weapon.
How about at the end of the night and I want to celebrate? Can I bring in some confetti or some glow stick? Maybe even some fireworks to kick it off.
All right. No.
Banging day.
No. We're going to go down the list now. Chill.
My drone?
Chill.
Laser pointer?
This is why we ran out of battery last time. Let me go down my list. Okay. No drones, no laser pointers. You're just looking off my list. You should have just come up with questions of your own.
Oh, right off the top of my head.
No large bags, backpacks, or duffel bags. You are allowed some bags in, but they have to be a certain size and they have to all be clear. I brought mine as an example. This is what I take in. A clear backpack. can bring in any clear drawstring bag if you want. There's clear Ziploc bags, clear totes that are no bigger than 12 by 6 by 12. The backpacks, they say, can also be 12 by 6 by 12. I have seen them bigger inside. I guess it depends on what security person you get. I don't know if you want to chance it or not, so I just go by the size they've got on here. If you have a small bag that's no bigger than 4.5 by 6.5, those don't have to be clear. Also, your fanny bags.
Your bum bag.
Bum bags, they don't have to be clear. But anything that's not clear, other than those items, those small items, are not allowed in. All right, so then you got your coolers, picnic baskets. No go.
No Yogi?
No Yogi Bear.
Boo boo?
Yeah, boo boo. We already discussed the food, beverages, water. No metal containers. Example, Yetis or Hydro flasks. No glass containers. No strollers. No video cameras.
No selfie stick.
No GoPros.
No umbrellas. Not even the sun umbrellas.
No umbrellas.
It would be nice to have to keep. They're afraid you're going to use that as a lightsaber and whoop somebody with it.
Yeah. No audio recording devices. No laptops or tablets. No professional cameras or cameras with removable lenses. No lasers or laser pointers. No drones. No selfie sticks. No chairs of any kind. No umbrellas. No hula hoops or totems. No balloons or beach balls. No confetti or glow sticks. No aerosol cans. That means the sunscreen aerosol cans as well. And like no hairspray, no antiperspirant. That's aerosol. Nothing aerosol.
No walkie-talkies, no chains.
Yeah, no chains.
No unauthorized vending or advertising.
Yep. And that means those people that sell those shirts in the parking lot are not supposed to.
What?
Yeah, not supposed to. So, no colors or patches, no pets, with the exception of service animals, no drugs or drug paraphernalia, no weapons of any kind, no musical instruments of any kind, no whistles, air horns, fireworks, or explosives. Any questions?
So what can we bring in, Tony?
I'm glad you asked.
Can't bring in aerosol sunscreen, but can I bring in regular sunscreen?
Regular sunscreen.
Skunk cream?
Skunk screen. Regular sunscreen, non-aerosol, is allowed and is recommended highly. Make sure you bring sunscreen. And that bottled water.
You can bring in cell phones and you can bring in rechargeable batteries for it. You can do that.
Yep.
Most of the time, if you get a locker, they have a recharging station in your locker.
Yep.
But I still would suggest bringing in a battery.
Yeah, because then that would mean leaving your phone in the locker while it charges. So you can't take it around with you. What if you get lost?
Who can be without their phone long enough for it to charge?
Right. What if you get hurt and you need to contact your other members of your group? What if you have to leave? There's an emergency.
Looks like you can bring in a towel and a light blanket in case you wanted to sit down.
Mm-hmm. Binoculars.
Earplugs in case you're getting way too close.
Hats and sunglasses.
Yeah, you may want to make sure you get a good cheap pair of sunglasses in case you're in the pit or getting crowd surfed on, because they will mess you up.
Yeah, don't bring your Ray-Bans and your most expensive pair that you have.
Yeah, Oakley's.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah. Go ahead and stop at the Dollar Tree and pick up some glasses. Because first hand, they look wonky after you get surfed on. Mm-hmm. You can bring in some earplugs, sealed packs of cigarettes, and cigars. Once you get them in, I suggest if you have a locker and you don't smoke them all day, leave them there, and then you'll have something for tomorrow. Vape pens and cigarettes are allowed. That's what it says. E-cigarettes.
E-cigarettes, yeah, like your electronic cigarettes. A small point and shoot digital camera, that's allowed. It doesn't have this ever on the lists, but I always bring some sort of a fan, a misting fan. I've bought several over the years, trying to find the one that works the best for me. This one is one that you fill up with water. You just make sure you bring it in empty. Don't have any kind of liquid in here when you go in. And it runs off 2 AA batteries, which is another thing. Make sure you have some in here. And last time I brought some extras so that when this died, I could just swap them out. They would not let me in with those for some reason.
They was afraid she was going to throw them.
It's 2 AA batteries. What am I going to do with those?
She's got a heck of an arm, guys.
So I don't know if you want to try it. That's up to you. They may get thrown out. That's the first time ever. We've been to 10 years of festivals or more.
All around this great world.
And that's the first time that's ever happened. So, I'm just saying, if you want to bring them in wisely.
Make sure you wear some comfortable shoes.
Yep.
If you're going to surf, make sure you strap them up tight. People try to take them off of you.
They do. They do.
She got a couple more fan options.
A couple more fans. There's just other fans that you can bring in. This one's new to me. I'm going to try this year. It's a rechargeable one. It's flexible. It's got the air comes out up through the sides as well as through here. This one kind of gets my hair tangled in it unless I wear it in a ponytail. This one I've tried and it works without tangling my hair up in it. So we'll see how well it does as far as keeping me cool. Oh, but I would recommend also bringing in chapstick, hand sanitizer, or some sort of wipe. Those always come in handy, especially if you're eating.
If you're not going to be down in the mix, I'd suggest bringing in some sort of long sleeve shirt or a jacket. Because at the end of the evening, the wind gets whipping around a little bit. It gets chilly. But if you're down in the mix, don't worry about it. It's nice and toasty down there.
Probably maybe bring in some deodorant. You get hot and sweaty throughout the day. And people complain when you get up next to them when you stink. I mean, I understand that you've been out in the hot all day long. When it's going to wear off, we know you took a bath and you put some deodorant on that morning.
Yeah, but if you're camping, did you take a bath?
Now that I don't know, but they have showers, but whether you did it or not. So bring some deodorant, you can put it on throughout the day. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. So if you get a locker, a lot of this stuff that you bring in, you can just keep in overnight in the locker, and you don't have to worry about carrying back and forth. The only thing I carry back and forth is my phone and my charger, so my phone charger, I can take it back home and charge it. My wallet.
I suggest bringing in cash and credit card.
Yeah, that was on my notes too.
Some vendors let you bring in cash or accept cash, and some will just accept cards only. It's nice to have options.
Mm.
They usually sometimes have a ATM, but that line gets pretty daggone long.
The hydrate, even a few days before, and make sure
3 days in advance.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you hydrate. You also want to color your hair in advance because it'll run down your face if it's hot. You just sweat. and you'll look like a popsicle, melted popsicle.
Yeah.
So if you're going to dye any of your hair, your beard, any of that, make sure you get it in 3 days in advance. Or when it gets real hot or rains, you'll look like a melted popsicle.
I've been bringing in the liquid IV powder packets for the past probably couple of years now. And they've worked well as far as keeping me hydrated. And I usually get a headache real easily if I don't, because I can't drink the water fast enough for me. And the liquid IV does what, 2 or 3 times, it gives you 2 or 3 times hydration. So I bring in at least 2 packs a day for me. The lockers are $85 plus tax for the whole weekend. And like we said, you can bring in all that stuff, your blankets, your towels, your jackets, extra clothing if you need it. If you think it's going to rain, then you can put your raincoat, your poncho, your water shoes, rain boots or whatever. I mean, it's only so big, but you can store as much as you can in there and just keep it in over the whole weekend.
No walkie-talkies. They don't want you listening to what's going on. They don't want you interfering with what's going on backstage. They don't want you getting on an emergency channel. So there's no walkie-talkies allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a mosh pitter, get in there and try to love someone. If you're not, make room. Crowd surfers, if you're in the crowd surfing area, be aware that they're coming. And you need to give the people in front of you a heads up. Don't duck, don't try to get out of the way, because everybody gets hurt in that. Surfers, you get hurt, everybody gets hurt. Yeah. If everybody works together, put your hands all up at one time, everything's so much smoother.
Yeah, it makes it easier, and you end up having a good time, working with everybody. And when somebody falls, help them up, And
don't get too pissy if somebody's squeezing in front of you.
Yeah.
If they want to be there, and the crowd starts going, more than likely they'll either move up because the crowd starts moving, or they'll move out when the crowd starts banging. We've worked it all kinds of different ways. I've went from 150 yards back to 3 rows back because people just, didn't want to deal with the commotion.
Yeah.
And we've also been 20 yards back and slipped out to get out of the way. Just depends on your preference. But don't get upset about it.
No. They are mailing out the bracelets, the wristbands now. I just got an email that mine has been shipped, so you should be getting those soon. Do not put them on your wrist and tighten them up right now. I know you're excited and you want to see if they fit, what it looks like. I don't know what you do it for, but don't do it, because people get on there and they tighten them up and they can't get it off. And then they have to go on YouTube and try to get videos on how to take them off. And you don't want to keep it on till the festival gets here. That's almost, a month away almost.
It's less than a month away now.
But it is a little bit less than a month. But
because today's May the 1st if you're watching this video.
Yeah.
Bring in bottle caps. They have started going to liquid death, which is cans for water. But if you bring in your water like that, you just reuse it over and over. You pour the liquid water in there, then you keep the lid on it. Plus the sodas, if you're drinking Coke or Pepsi. I think it's Coke products.
Yeah.
And then Gatorade bottle.
They take your bottle caps away.
Yeah, get you a couple lids, a Coke bottle lid, a Pepsi bottle lid, a couple different water bottle, a Gatorade bottle lids.
Just hang on to them if you get a chance to, if somebody leaves it on there, or if you can make sure you keep this one. Just hang on to them, because they do come in handy. That way you don't have to drink the whole thing. You can put it back in your bag and go on.
We've been up there when it's been so hot at Columbus, Ohio, where the floor that they put on there is a plastic. We've seen it warp, and we've been up there with it spit snow in May. So it's a hodgepodge of weather.
Yeah, you don't never know. So just always check what the weather is going to be like before, a few days ahead. And that way you'll know how to dress, and if you need to bring a jacket.
There is no re-entry. I know it's a long day, so plan your money accordingly. My suggestion is eat before you go in, eat your lunch, and eat after the festival. So you're only eating one meal in there.
Yeah, because it can get expensive. The food's expensive, the drinks are expensive.
Yeah, there's no cheap meal in there.
So you don't want to have to eat 3 times a day in there.
You're looking at anywhere from $12 to $20 for your food.
Yeah.
You're looking at anywhere from $12 to $18 for your liquid drink, being alcoholic drinks. Probably $4 to $6 for sodas and waters.
Yeah.
You're looking at probably $30 a t-shirt right now, maybe $40 a t-shirt.
Probably 40.
And then your hoodies are 65 to 80 bucks. So it's all pricey. You got to plan your money out wisely.
Speaking back to the weather, they will evacuate if it starts to lightning. If they see any kind of lightning, I don't remember is it like within 3 miles, 5 miles, what is it? Do you remember?
It's 3 miles.
Within 3 miles, they will evacuate. So be prepared for that. We've been evacuated at probably every festival we've been to except for a couple.
This is a good time, like if you have a snack in your car, some chips.
Yeah, you can keep some stuff in your car. If you want to keep a cooler in your car with some drinks and stuff.
Yep.
You can do that and just we'll sit in the car for a little bit and see if they can tell us about how long it's going to be. If it's going to be a while, we've even left and gone out to eat somewhere.
We have. We went and had some local cuisine.
Yeah, and then we just come back and go right back in and you're good to go.
All right. Is that all we got for the do's and don'ts?
Yeah, that's all we got for the do's and don'ts. I was going to try to find out how much parking is. I've seen people at Rockville say that parking there is $40 this year. $40 a day. I hadn't really looked into that here for Sonic, but I imagine it will be the same. What do you think?
Yeah, I got you when you're in there. There's a Lowe's there, and they usually don't let you park there, so don't try to get away with that.
You'll get towed.
Yep.
Do not do it. Here we go. Parking and camping. Maybe it'll tell me here. Oh yeah, look, it says 25. So Rockville is just expensive for whatever reason. $25 a day for single day. Well, it says plus fees. I don't know.
And NASCAR people gotta get their money.
We should have bought. Maybe I bet we may have. We should have bought that right there. $100 for the weekend. Of course, I don't think it's any difference. 4 days. So okay, that's all I got. $25 a day for regular parking, $35 for premium.
If you see us, stop and say hi. Once again, it's Tony, and I'm Kenny, and this is my white trash millionaire look. I have a little bow tie t-shirt on to go with it. In case you don't know, it's a Blackstonecherry song, and this is my white trash millionaire. I think they play first day, maybe. Is that when it is?
I can't remember. I don't remember. But and this is my attire. My Sonic Temple. We've only been to one Sonic Temple. And
we've been to the only one they had then.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only one they've had. I think this is the second Sonic Temple.
I think it's the third, but
isn't? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yep. But we've been to them all. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to wear this attire for the Blackstonecherry Day. I'll be my white trash millionaire. This will be Friday's attire. Top hat, t-shirt with a little bow tie. I'll be rocking hit all day Friday. I'm going to wear a costume, Who Killed Kenny. I'll have an orange hoodie on with this Kenny mask, because I'm Kenny. The other day is Kiss Day, so I'm going to be dressed in my Kiss Jason attire. So stop and say hi to us. It'd be hard to miss me. And a couple Jason Voorhees masks and a white trash millionaire mask. So that's what we'll be dressed in. Like I said, we love to say hi. We'll put you on the video. on the YouTube video, because we will be vlogging the experience for everybody, for us to look back on, and anybody else to look back on. We try to catch as many surfers and some pits as we can. Some of the little music clips. So yeah, Thursday's bands, I'd like for y'all to try to check out. We reviewed some, and Joey Valance and Bray, they're kind of a hip hop Beastie Boys. So if you're into that, go check them out. Angel Dust, they're a pop punk sound. Oxymorons is hip hop meets like a hard rock vibe. Valance is growly, slow, some non-screaming aspect to them. Bastidone, that's James Hetfield's son in that band, by the way. So check them out if you're a Metallica fan. Go up and say hi to little James. And then there's Otto, and that's Treju's son from Metallica as well. Robert Treju.
Trujillo, or yeah, Robert Trujillo.
Yep. So yeah, that's the info we got on the bands. Of course, we're going to be there for Godsmack, Bullet, Bad Omens, Fever. Fever puts on a real good live show. I think that's it. It's all the new bands we had, and all the bands we're going to check out. And Tool's your headliner. Tool might be the day we leave early. Not huge Tool fans.
Yeah, Tool is your headliner.
Yes, your headliner.
Not ours.
All right, now we're going to jump into... You got anything to add to the Fridays lineup?
No.
Don't be still, mine.
Well,
I brought my own notes.
I ain't got mine pulled up yet. I'm trying to... And I can't see, so... No, that's about does it. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to jump on to Fridays. Fridays lineup includes the Avenged Sevenfold. It's been a while since anybody's seen them. They're playing a bunch of shows, so I think they're down at Rockville coming up. So you'll be able to get your set list from them if you want to do that, if that's your thing. So we're interested in seeing them. Then Queens of the Stone Age, Chevelle. They went through a lineup change. I think the two brothers are still there, and the other guy left. I Prevail, Knock Loose, Sleeping with Sirens, Bad Flower, Dorothy. We're big Dorothy fans, so we'll be there checking her out. Blackstonecherry, unless she's playing against Blackstonecherry, and that's our boys. So hopefully they're not playing against each other. So yeah, we'll be definitely at the Blackstonecherry portion of the event. We enjoy their whole set. They're good dudes. All the people, good dudes. Members on stage all the way down to the road crew. Then there's Born of Oasis, Band Maiden, Lilith Czar, Brutus, Des Rocks, Fame on Fire, like Fame on Fire. Dayseeker, Vendit, which is a little Coy and a little Clown. Check them out. And Mike's Dead.
A lot of rock legends' sons are in these bands these days. They're going to take over eventually. Metallica's and Slipknots.
Yep. Brutus. They got a lady chick singer. You like female vocalist, check them out. Fame on Fire is on the radio, like I said. Dayseeker. There'll be a I can't even read my notes. So
you can't read your writing?
No.
It says satellite radio band.
Yep. There you go. Satellite radio band. And Mike's Dead's also on satellite radio too. So that's what we got. It's what we're working with, what we're dealing with here on a Saturday. You got anything to add to that?
No, it all sounds good.
So like I said, we'll be seeing Lilith Czar. We'll be seeing Dorothy, Blackstonecherry, Bad Flower, Fame on Fire, and Avenged Sevenfold. Probably Chevelle.
Maybe I Prevail. I like them.
Yep. Bands we'll be checking out. Bands that'll probably be showing up on the Dots Adventure channel. Little pieces of them here and there. And then that jumps to Saturday. And Saturday is Kiss and Rob Zombie. And I'll be dressed like, all 4 members of Kiss. It's hard to beat that. My little outfit I got. And Rob Zombie. Falling in reverse. Who knows if Ronnie's going to be there. Ronnie's been flaking on us lately. Been canceling a bunch of shows. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe he won't. Maybe the laptop won't even show up. Who knows? Pussyfire, Trivium, Rival Sons, Yellow Wolf, Avatar. Avatar puts on a real good live show, by the way, at these festivals. Since Fails, From Ashes to New, Attila, Giovanni, and the Hired Guns. I'm going to recommend Giovanni and the Hired Guns. They are a band that I've started listening to recently, and there's 2 or 3 songs that I really, really dig. So like I said, if you get a chance, check Giovanni and the Hired Guns out. Mothica, Dead Poets, The Violet, we're hoping to see them. We've had problems and issues in the past not being able to see them play. Point North, Talia, Variants, Capitol Theater, and Over the Moon.
I think you missed Yellow Wolf. Where's Over the Moon at?
This last band right here.
Oh, crap. What just happened to my lineup? I don't see it on the lineup no more.
Mothica is the lady singer. Not too bad. Dead Poet Society, not a bad choice if you want to listen to them. Point North, we're going to check them out a little bit more in depth. Dig what we saw on YouTube. Talia is a Bruto Screamo, so if you're into that, in the pits, they're going to go off there. Variants, no dog, is what my wife said about that. We won't be listening to them.
Burials, yeah.
Capitol Theater, not bad. We'll be checking them out probably, depending on what time we roll up in there. And then Over the Moon, she said pass on them, and they're not even on the lineup anymore, is what she's saying.
They're not on the website anymore.
So evidently they've bounced off. I've got the lineup here.
Is that from the website?
Nope.
Facebook page?
Yep.
That's just the posted one that stays up there? Okay.
That is the one.
I'd say that this one's probably the most recent one then. But everybody else on there that you named is still here. So, on to Sunday.
All right. Foo Fighters is definitely the headliner of the day for us. We will be interested in seeing who's drumming on there. I think we'll know the answer to that here in a couple of weeks at Rockville. Who's the new drummer? They are down at Rockville, right?
I can't keep up.
I think so. Then you've got some Deftones. Sublime with Rome. I hate Sublime without Rome. Jawbreaker. The Prerequisites, we'll definitely be checking them out. Little Taylor Momsen. Cindy Lou Who, you can't beat her. AWOL Nation, Nothing More, Grandson, White Reaper, Filter. Aaron Jones puts on a real good show. The Bronx, Poor Stacy, 0936. That cat puts on a good show. Nova Twins, Bob Villain, Tiger Club, Holy Wars, Air, and Starcrawler is one of my wife's favorites of the day.
I was gonna say also New Year's Day's on here, but it didn't. I thought we heard that they canceled.
I don't see them on my list.
Okay. Yeah, Starcrawler. We're interested in this to see if we saw them when we were at Download in England, and she is about like this skinny. And her last song, she come off the stage, come straight towards me, because I was sitting there recording, straight towards me, got up in my face and spit blood. I'm sure it wasn't blood, fake blood. It was red something all over my face.
Yeah, we were posted up on the rail to see the next band, who happened to be Dirty Honey. We wasn't actually there to see Starcrawler. But yeah, when she spit on my wife, and she threw my hat. She took my hat off and threw it.
Yep, she threw it
Had
way
to go
back in the
chasing
crowd.
it down.
It was disgusting. This was before pandemic times. It was disgusting then. It's disgusting now, even more. So I don't know if she'll do that anymore since the pandemic. But just beware if you're in that front row. If she starts coming off the stage and running towards you, run. Turn around and run.
Yep. Like I said, Tiger Club, I don't think that's a band for us. Holy Wars, too much auto-tune for us. Bob Villain's a UK hard rock act. If that's your thing, check them out. Nova Twins is a pass for us, a hard pass. And Poor Stacy, we might check them out. Who knows? But Foo Fighters for sure.
Yep.
I think that's all we got.
Yep.
You got anything more to...
No, well, went over everything I had wrote down and done the do's and don'ts. If you have any questions, ask. I probably left something off. If we don't know the answer, we can find out. If you want to know if something is allowed in or if you can do something, and we will find out for you if we don't know the answer. And tell us who you like to see.
We did see a few years back get thrown out for having sex in the bathroom. We also saw the guy that was going around knocking people cold out. He knocked about 8 people out. He got to stay. So, sex no, knocking people out was okay that year. So, like I said, those 2 people got thrown out. I don't know what kind of commotion they were doing in the women's bathroom, but they got tossed.
Yeah.
I believe they put a hose on them and then tossed them out. Right, I think there's going to be 3 stages. The stage setup's different than it has been in before.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have 2 stages on the right side and then 1 inside the stadium. They used to have them on both sides.
Yeah.
So there is a shade in case it rains or in case it's too hot underneath the stadium. There's seats, but if you're wanting a seat for later in the evening, it's going to be gone.
It will get filled.
Unless you got people posting up all day for your seats.
Yeah, it gets filled up quick.
Yep. So we've had to sit up way high. We're sitting way in the back. It's not enjoyable. We're now down in the mix.
Yeah.
We enjoy that a lot more. So,
that's it.
Yep, that's all we got. About a 40-minute video here, give or take. And I'm Kenny still.
I'm Tony.
And what do we say at the end of our videos?
Till the next adventure.
Horns up.